Western Cape Premier Winde has committed to ensuring that trainee Metro Police and LEAP officers have the technology they need to fight crime. Winde attended a physical training session which forms part of Cape Town Project 1000, which aims to bolster crime-fighting capabilities. SABC News reporter Vanessa Poonah has more.
Western Cape authorities have visited a training session of would-be Metro Police officers as well as LEAP officers here in Bellville in Cape Town today. The City of Cape Town says that its Project 1000 aims to train over 1,000 officers to join these various ranks in crime prevention as well as ensuring safer communities. I'm joined now by Premier Winde. Premier, very warm good day to you. This, of course, let's talk about the LEAP program, because that, of course, is the brainchild of the province and also fits into your Western Cape safety plan. Let's talk about the training we see behind us, Premier, and also how this goes hand in hand with creating a safer Western Cape with this training of these officers behind us.
Yes, so of course the province and the city, we're just over 4 years now of the LEAP program, where we are putting or deploying LEAP officers to the murder hotspots with a clear focus. How do we reduce a murder? And I mean, jeepers, in the last 3 weeks here in the region, I mean, it's becoming more and more needed. And, we are constantly innovating, constantly learning, but there's some basics that you have to get right. And the first one is training. You've got to make sure that you've got the best training you can, because, of course, these men and women are being sent into, the toughest environments around. They're facing gangsters, they're facing people with guns. They really are going into a difficult environment, so they must be trained. We've got to give them the best technology we can as a backup, but then, again, training. And so I think the new program here, where, as you say, 1,000 officers or future officers are being trained. And the nice thing is that it's also incorporating not only the City of Cape Town, other municipalities. So there's some learners here from, or trainees here from Geordin, and we want to see more trainees coming out of Mossel Bay or Saldanha Bay, etc. As this facility then offers opportunity for would-be law enforcement officers, traffic officials, people who want to enter into that field. They come through this program and then they will end up in their specific choice of field across the province.
Premier, you've often talked about the LEAP officers being a force multiplier, and I think I spoke to the city officials just now talking about something like 500 arrests over the past 2 years, talking about firearm confiscations. How does this assist in a province like ours, where we see there is a lot of gang violence, there is a lot of crime in communities? How does this assist police in tackling and bringing down those crime figures?
So, of course, our focus is directly adding the extra manpower to the murder hotspots. If you go and have a look at the police data, go and look at the policing needs and priorities report that the province puts out, you will see the manpower to population ratio. And that's what always drives me crazy, is the deployment of police officers are under-deployed in the higher crime areas. That doesn't make any sense to me. And so we've got deployment of 1 to 600 in Mitchell's Plain, 1 to 800 in places like Samora Michelle, in other places up to 1 to 1,200 citizens, when it should be 1 to 250, 1 to 300. The average is 1 to 430 around there. So that doesn't make any sense. So of course, as you add more enforcement officers, it acts as a multiplier. You just have to go to any station commander across the Cape Flats, and every SAPS station commander will say, please, can I have more LEAP officers? And those that don't have LEAP officers say, when are you going to assign LEAP to us? Because they need the extra resources. We should be at about 28,000 SAPS officers in the province. We're 17,500 at the moment, so totally under-resourced. That is unacceptable. And then at the same time, we've got people being murdered, shot. And so, obviously this is going above and beyond our normal mandate of oversight. But I do really want to see devolution of police power. And this is showing you that with a small group of trained officials, we can make a difference. And these LEAP officers are bringing down murder rates. And we're not the murder capital any longer. If you looked at the ISS study of the last 5 years over the previous 5 years, this is the only province that you're seeing a reduction. Now imagine if we could really grow this even further, and we can really grow that if we really join up, and that's why I want devolution of policing powers to provinces.
Thank you so much for speaking to us, Premier Alan Winde, of course, the Western Cape Premier, talking to us here after inspecting a training session as part of the Project 1000. These are officers, future Metro Police officers, future LEAP officers in training, and it's part of the city and the province's investment in crime fighting here in the Western Cape.